What's good, everybody? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, the Grandmaster Troll, here to give you guys some of the best trolling content has to offer. Doing something a little new today. I see we got a couple of people in the chat who came in early. Shout out to the Village Arsonist, Fly and Shy, and See the God One YouTube Premium coming through saying Tesla stock is making me money. We're going to talk about Tesla stock, but I'm doing something a little different today. So come on in, hit the like button, support the channel. Y'all already know what to do, but I'm doing something a little different today because I haven't been to sleep. I didn't get no sleep at all. I didn't get no sleep at all because I was just watching YouTube and I was disgusted about some of the things that were transpiring in black YouTube. No, there was a Negro who we're gonna talk about later on. A rapper, he said some stuff and he was up all night arguing with Taz, doing all of that stuff, and I just had a come to Jesus moment. When you look at the space and you look at all the dysfunction going on, it's about time your boy GMT do a little different. So I'm gonna come on early in the morning and then late at night. That's gonna be the new routine we're gonna do. As we got DT Harlem coming through, since he doesn't have a wrench and he's the first one, he'll go ahead and get a wrench. But I want to do a different show. I want to get back into the stock thing. I did it before, but I want to do it now. So with that said, let me see if I can get this thing up off my computer so I can see. But we gotta talk about what's going on in YouTube right now. We just gotta talk about what's going on in YouTube right now, because why important folk is out there, conducting business, making money, shaping the world. When I look at Negroes in this space, we gotta talk about what's going on in the space. We got Carrie Denmark says, I need this. Thanks in advance. GMT, I'm going to go ahead and give you the rent. Since you came for positive content and good information, I got something special for you. But we're going to troll just a little bit because we got to take a gander. We got to take a gander of what's going on in black YouTube. You got Red Supreme. He looks like he's talking about Chris Logic, a girl I interviewed, just calling her a former Cynthia G. But more importantly, when we click on the Sheila E, the Quiet Storm stream, before I click on, what else we got? We got Trinity Time Travels Live talking about Rue. I guess Rue Dent had sexually harassed her or whatever. We got Kwame Brown, supposed to be a voice for men, the black community, building up the community, and he in there with the Thiz face on. And then we go to the Sheila stream right here. Let's see what they talking about in the Sheila stream right here. DT Harlem said Jessica X went live. Okay, maybe we'll talk about the Jessica X going live. Let's see if this so low.
I'm like, oh really? No, don't do that. You don't have to cam up.
So they're over there carrying on. I won't play much of that stream because we gotta get back to business. We gotta get back to the fundamentals. They say Jessica X is live. We gotta get back to the fundamentals. So the title of this stream is apps to use to invest in stock market and cryptocurrencies and picking your stock. I believe the last time where I actually dedicated a full video to nothing but stocks, I only had just over $200 in the market at the time. I had recently sold 5 figures worth of stocks. And I was really going to get hard in the stocks, but I didn't have the portfolio to really talk about anything. So I just pretty much, since that time, I just went to work, grinded and grinded and grinded. And now we're almost at the 20K mark, as you guys can see by the thumbnail. But I want to talk about some of the apps that I use. So with that said, we're going to switch over here to this screen right here. We're going to talk about some of the apps that I use on my phone. I figured out how to get the phone mirror into OBS. So I'll be doing this right here. We got Rollo in the building. He says, I see it change your life, GMT. Leonard D says, your ex psycho is stalking and blocking me. I don't know how somebody is stalking somebody is blocking somebody. It seems like an oxymoron, but I want to talk about some of the apps that I use. And I want to talk about the first app that I use. We're going to talk about the Robinhood app. Because we're going to talk stocks first, and then we're going to get into crypto. See, I get a notification right here. Another stock I use, the Delta stock. We're going to talk about that very briefly. I couldn't get that stock to use it, but these stocks give you, as you can see, if you're looking at it on my phone, it gives me notifications whenever my stocks go up or if they go down. So I'm very in tune with my stocks. So I gotta put my password. Let me go ahead and back out of there so you guys won't see my password or anything. And let me swipe up so y'all don't see my balance for the time being. Okay, so we're gonna talk about stocks. Which camera? Do you guys like this camera or do you guys like the webcam camera? I'm gonna go ahead and use this camera because I can see everything all at once. But we're gonna talk about the Robinhood app right here. You guys see I use Robinhood app. So this is an app that you use. This is an app that you use to buy stocks or cryptocurrencies or whatnot. So we're just going to talk about briefly about the Robinhood app and why I love the Robinhood app. I believe it's one of the better and most user-friendly apps out there. See, Demeas Buckus says, do you do penny stocks? I do own one. Well, I guess a penny stock is anything less than $5. And I have two stocks that are less than $5, and actually one stock that's less than $1. And then during the coming weeks, I'll break down the stocks that I'm in, the positions that I have, and my plans to do with those stocks. But this is the Robinhood app right here. And the reason why I like the Robinhood app right here is because you can basically change your equity. Like right here, you can see the price of your stocks, and it'll switch it. If I wanted to go by equity, I could switch the equity of my stocks. If I wanted to rank it, say if a stock were to pass a stock, I could swipe it up and put it down. If I wanted the stock to be a higher holding, I could go to the stock. So let's say if I wanted to buy Kimco Realty stock, I could go to that stock right here. I could hit this trade button right here and buy or sell that stock if I wanted to. So it's just real user friendly. If I wanted to see how much I was up for the day, I could go look and see that I'm up for today. So my biggest holding, Tattooed Chef, I'm up 2%. So whenever your biggest holding is up 2%, you already know it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a real good day. Tattooed Chef up 2%. Okay. If I wanted to see today's return, I could see I made $30 there, $3 on my cloud ETF. I could basically see how much money I made for the day. I really don't track how much I made for the day. If I do total return, I could see how much I'm down a position. So I'm down $30 on Tattooed Chef, but I'm up $156 on cloud. If I swipe down, I could do that as well. Then where I like to keep it at is total percent change, because that gives me a bigger perspective, because I'm not a day-to-day trader. I buy and hold for the long term. We got Mother Earth THMC in the building. Shout out to you. We talking business today. So if I want to do that with my stocks, if I can. And then if I want to do a watch list, So right now I have cryptocurrencies. So basically they're ranked by the holdings that I have on my other apps. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dodge, Stellar, and Ripple are all cryptos that I own. Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and List I don't own, but I just have them up there just so I can better track the market. But another thing I like about this app is you could break down when you put a watch list together. You could put a watch list and break it down by certain sectors of the stock market. So here I got a tech, so all the big tech companies I could see. Like I own Amazon and Google on other apps. We're going to break those down as well. And I could basically track different sectors of the market. Right now it looks like it's a green day. You can see everything is green. Then I got the Stream Cloud. Those are other tech stocks, but they do more with in terms of streaming or cloud-based businesses. So like Shopify, Netflix, Adobe, which I would love to own some Adobe, Zoom, Twilio, Spot. So I could follow those stocks as well. If I wanted to look at the percentage change, I could do that as well. Then we slide down. We got the ETFs that I follow. We got the social media stocks, Facebook, Pinterest, Snap, Twitter. We got the telecommunications. I actually own Lumen, which used to be CenturyLink. Then we got the financials, which is another sector I'm big on. I would love to buy some Robinhood stock since I used your app. I really try to use apps that I own or apps or buy stock of companies that I'm a consumer of. So Robinhood is on the list. Coinbase is kind of on the list, but I use Coinbase. I got crypto on Coinbase, but not a lot at all. You got PayPal, Square. So you got the fintech, the financial tech companies, and then of course you got the banks. You got your J.P. Morgans. You got your U.S. Bank, your Citigroup, Bank of America, and some other stocks are in the financials like Eagle Point Credit. Then you got an ETF, and of course Prospect Capital, which is I own. Then you have REITs, which are real estate investment trusts. So I'm big on REITs. I own a couple of REITs, and I'm looking to own more. And then mortgage REITs, you can see I own 3 of the 4 mortgage REITs that I'm following. Then you got your mega department stores. Got your Costco's, your Home Depots, your Targets, your Walmarts, your Walgreens, your Kroger's, Nordstorms, Macy's, and you got your hotels. I love hotels. I had hotel stocks in the past, but I sold them all due to the pandemic because most hotels had cut their dividend, and I was into hotels because of the dividend. So I'm looking to get back in that one. Then you got your restaurants. Chipotle's killing it at $1,700 a stock. God damn, $1,700. You got your McDonald's, your Beyond Meat, Starbucks, Texas Roadhouse, Cheesecakes, El Pollo Loco. Those are some of the restaurants I follow. Then you got your consumer staples. Those are kind of the products you buy when you go into a grocery store. So your Johnson & Johnson, your Peppies, your Heinz, Kraft Foods, stuff like that. And you got your energy companies. You got your gas and oil. I love gas and oil because they provide big dividends as well. Then you got your automotive sector, so your Teslas, your Ferraris, your Toyotas, General Motors, your Fords, your Neos, or your companies that sell automotive products like Tenneco. Then you got your airplane stocks, you got your Boeings, your Alaskan Airlines, Delta Airlines, and you got your cruise lines. Then you got your marijuana products right here. I own a couple of weed stocks, just not on this app. Then you got your ride sharing. So, of course, Lyft, Uber, DoorDash. If you guys, like my man Rollo, he DoorDash, you should invest in DoorDash. Or if he drives for Lyft or Uber Eats, why not invest in Uber? And then there's a couple of YouTubers that I follow who are millionaires. And I put their stocks on the watch list just so I be aware of what they're into if their stock happens to fall. Since I know a lot of information about the stocks that they invested in because they do countless videos on them. like my man Jeffrey L., the financial education. I put the stocks that he owns on the list. Then you guys know Meet Kevin. He ran for governor of California. He ended up losing to Gavin Newsom, but he also does stocks too. So I put some of the stocks that he owns on the list. Then of course you got the meme stocks. I do want to add more meme stocks to the watch list. I haven't really touched any meme stocks because they're more risky, but a lot of people got some great returns. If we click on GameStop, let's see what it's done in the last 3 months. Okay, only down 2%, but you can see on the last year. Okay, so it's pretty much, you saw it was down at 11. It got as high as what, almost $200. So it did pretty good as a meme stock. Then you got your blockchain ETFs. So these are ETFs. They don't own actual crypto, but they deal with companies like Coinbase, in which they have in the ETF. Let's see if I can find one real quick that I want to show. So you go right here, you see it gives you a breakdown of the ETF. It tells you the percentage if it's in financial services, technology, and then you click over to the holdings and you can see the holdings. You can see that this ETF has 4.5% in Coinbase, so there's some exposure into crypto if you want to be more conservative with crypto. So that's pretty much how that works. So you can make a list to anything that you want right here. What else can you do? What else can you do? Then if I go to my statements, it gives you a list. If I hit show all, it basically gives you your whole breakdown of your transactions. So it gives you your transfers, your orders, and your dividends. So if I click on dividends right here, I can see that October 29th, I'm actually due about 11, I'm due about $13 in dividends come October 29th. I already got with that $13, I already got $6 worth of buying power, so I have close to $20 to buy in stocks on the 30th if I choose to. So I could turn on the drip. Rollo says I no longer do delivery GMT. I sold my car 2 months ago or 3 months. I'm ready to go to the island, broski. So it looks like Rollo about to go on vacation, Lord International. But I really love the Robinhood app, because it's just so easy to click on and buy a stock and to see the chart of the stock, and you can see where the dips are. So my biggest holding in Robinhood is Tattooed Chef. You can see it likes to dip down to the 7, but if I string it out 3 months, I can see really track the dips. So another dip right here was around 16. So I could kind of guess and go to the 1 year chart, and I can just basically move it to the dips and see 15 and then 16. So I'm getting pretty close to the bottom. So this stock likes to go up as high as 24 and then come down to 16. So I know if it gets back up to 24, I'm buying it at a pretty bad valuation, so I could just wait, be patient, and wait for the dip if I choose to. So that's pretty much the Robinhood app. Let's see another app that I use a lot. Let's go with M1 Finance. I love M1 Finance because somebody hit on Tesla, and I want to see how much I hit on Tesla real quick. So you click on the app. Let me put in my password so you guys won't see the password that I use. Okay, click the password. Go back here. Okay, wow. Tesla is killing it right now. I'm up. I nearly doubled my money on Tesla, and I haven't been in Tesla that long, but I'm up a whole $69. It says 99%. So in M1 Finance, I guess I go over my holdings real quick. I got Tesla, Amazon, Facebook, Alpha, Google, Apple, Microsoft, and JP Morgan. So the reason why I picked these companies, I call these the $1 trillion market caps. These company has $1 trillion market caps. So basically, I wanted to have investments into these companies, but these companies, since they're so expensive, like Amazon stock is worth like $3,000, Google is like 2,000, Tesla, what is it? What's Tesla at right now? Tesla is at $1,000, so it's obviously on a week to week basis. I can't buy a whole Tesla stock, but what I can do is buy fractional shares. So let's see. If I go to my transfer sections, you can see basically every week I deposit $35 into my M1 Finance into a pie. And when I do that, I go to my activity. You basically balance the pie out. Let's see if I can find that real quick. If I go to manage pie, if I wanted to edit the pie, so basically I do 15% Google, 15% Amazon, 15% Apple, Facebook and Tesla, and then 13% Microsoft, 12% JP Morgan. I like, obviously, the ones that I like the better, I put them at 15%. And if I was less bullish on the stock, I cut it to 13 and 12. But it basically deposits the $35 and it tries to keep the holdings within each thing balanced. So instead of buying an ETF, why not go on M1 Finance and create your own ETF? So there's like an ETF that has about 40 stocks, but you don't like some of those 40 stocks and you don't want to pay the management fee for the ETF, no matter if it's 0.5% or whatever. Why not get on M1 Finance and create your own ETF? You could pick how many companies you want, and you could, if you want to put 7% or 20% into a stock, you could basically create your own ETF and let the app automate it itself. So when we go to activities, you can see every week the 35 gets hit, and then it buys the stock and it tries to keep the pie balanced. So last week, so since Tesla had blew up, it didn't put any money into Tesla because it needs these other positions to balance. So as Tesla keeps going up, because it's on a tear right now, I guess people was making big money on Tesla. I mean, I'm up 98%, it says on Tesla. It's up $68, so doing something pretty good on Tesla, but that's pretty much the M1 Finance. Let's see if I wanted to create another pie. How would I do that? Let's see, spend, no, transfer, no, don't want to borrow, no. Invest. Let's see. Okay, I could share the pie. So I would have to manage the pie. Okay. So if I wanted to manage the pie, let's see. Edit pie. If I wanted to, let's see if I can add a stock. Okay, so if I wanted to add any of these stocks right here, I could just click on them. So there's obviously a couple of stocks I would like to add. If I had to do it all over again, what would I do differently? Instead of having JP Morgan, since I don't bank at JP Morgan, I bank at Wells Fargo, I would change that pie to either Wells Fargo or Square, because Square uses Cash App, and I use a lot of Cash App on YouTube. That's how you guys support. And speaking of Cash App, not one, okay, we did get somebody to support. We got Goldie Jones sent $10 for Am I Hitting? So I gotta see if Goldie Jones is hitting. You shouldn't be hitting. Let me see if Goldie Jones is hitting. But we got 16 people watching. We got 17 likes. But we need some people to get some support. You guys want something educational, something positive, because it's not something that happens a lot in this space. Support the show and I'll do it more. But salute to Goldie Jones for hitting the Cash App. So if I would change out JP Morgan for either Wells Fargo or Squarespace. And I would take out Apple because I despise Apple products. I hate Apple products. I don't use Apple products. I'm more of a Android type person. You can see I'm on an Android phone right now. So I would take out Apple and I would probably change Apple for either a Target or a Sony. Because of course with all the cameras that I use, you see here, then all the cameras I got in my camera bag, they're all Sony products. So why not invest in companies that I consume? And then I would switch out Tesla because I have no reason to buy. I don't plan on buying a Tesla anytime soon. If you gave me $1 million, I probably still wouldn't buy a Tesla, but Tesla is such a great company, I just couldn't ignore not having Tesla on the pie. In fact, it's the biggest position and it's giving me the biggest results. Amazon, I shop at Amazon, that will stay. Facebook, I'm always on Facebook. Google, we're all on YouTube right now, which is Google. And then Microsoft, all my laptops are Windows based, so I figured Microsoft, if I were to buy a gaming console, it would be an Xbox. So I use Microsoft. I needed $1 trillion companies. The other companies that were up for consideration was Adobe was up for consideration. Obviously Target, Sony, and Zoom was up for consideration. Those were the other ones, but I just went with those and I'm pretty happy with those. I'll probably keep riding this out because you can look right here, JP Morgan is up 17%, and Apple, I mean, it's up a disappointing 8%. I thought it would be up like 20%, but it's up 18%. So that's another brokerage that I hold stocks on. Another one I use is Fidelity. I use Fidelity right here. We had Faith came through 10 on the Cash App. Salute to Faith right there for supporting the show. I'm going to break down Fidelity, but I don't really use the Fidelity app. I use the Fidelity app. I use the Fidelity app on the computer, so I guess I'll go ahead and use the computer real quick. Let's see. It looks like my mirror disconnected. No, it still should be up. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it reconnected. Let's see if I can get my thing back up real quick. Bear with me. Properties. There we go. So another one is Fidelity. I think I'm going to use the internet to show the Fidelity. Let me go ahead and log in real quick and break down the Fidelity and why I use Fidelity. And I guess you'll be able to see my positions on Fidelity as well. Then we're going to go ahead and get into some other apps. Let's see, we got it open. Web browser, there we go, right here. So this is the Fidelity. Now the reason I like Fidelity is because there's some stocks that are on Robinhood. There's some stocks on M1 Finance that you won't be able to find in, that you will be able to, there's stocks in Fidelity that you won't be able to find on Robinhood and M1 Finance. In particular, stocks are that trade on the OTC, over the counter market. So a couple of those I own is Avant Brands, which is a marijuana company, and we all know the marijuana sector has been getting hit hard in the stock market, but that's more of a long-term hold. Another one I own is Planet 13, which is another cannabis store in Vegas. They got another store in Orange County that they recently opened up. When I first got into Planet 13, I doubled my money, but I had to sell my position and I bought back in. Then another one is Voyager Digital. So they are a crypto brokerage. And I use their crypto brokerage to hold my cryptos. But I use Fidelity because these stocks aren't available on Robinhood. And I wanted to own these stocks and build my position. So that's why I own those stocks right there. I'm not really on Fidelity that much because their interface is not as easy as a Robinhood or a M1 Finance or even a Voyager. Carrie came through for 25, said thanks for the lesson. Salute to Carrie for supporting the show. But I guess, do I want to get into crypto? No, there's one more I own. We gotta talk about Acorns. I like Acorns because it's something real simple. Let me switch out so I can put in my password. Let's get back in. I love Acorns. And the reason I love Acorns, whenever I take my debit card and I buy gas or go to McDonald's or go to Burger King, Walmart, Target, whenever I use my debit card, the change gets deposited into the account for investments. So it pretty much grows. So I have a Ladders and the regular one. The Ladders is more of an IRA type thing. You could track the performance. It's up 5%, which is good. Then I look at the Ladder ones. That one is up. That one is up 13% overall. So they're basically pretty conservative. You know, they put them in safe ETFs. So another thing that happens if you shop at some of these stores right here, those stores depending on whether it's a 2% or a 1.5%, whenever you shop at those stores, they'll deposit money into your Acorns account, so you get a small little bonus. So you may get like I really get it for Burger King. Let's see if I can see it real quick. Oh, it doesn't show. It usually does show somewhere. Where is it? Okay. If I go to earn more money right here. Nope, that's not it. Let's see. I can't find it, but whenever you shop at a store that's on the list, you get like a 25-cent deposit. So that's pretty much how that works. But when I first got into Acorns, it didn't quite tell you what the money was being held in. But if you use the Atom, let me see if I could pull up this app right here called Atom Finance, and you link your brokerage. I'm going to do it from my computer because it's easier from the computer. Let's see. Another app, the Atom Finance app. Somebody said Sophie is better. Tell everybody about Sophie. The Sophie app. Okay. Waiting for it to load up real quick. What do we have here? Still loading. Okay, there we go. So basically, you can link all your different brokerage. You can see them right here: Robinhood, M1 Finance, the Ladder, the Fidelity, and the core account. So they put them all right there. And when you slide down, it tells you all your holdings that you have, because you could link your stock brokerage and you could look at all of them in one space. So you can see the Vanguard VU right there. That's how I figured out that the Acorns app was putting money in VU, because I don't have VU, the VU ETF anywhere else. I also didn't have, what else would this Acorns put you in? Put you in the IXUS, the iShares Core. So that's how I figured out that my money was being put in those ETFs or those stocks. So then, since I knew that, I was pretty much able to go and trace. John Thompson says Acorns is okay, but don't they charge a monthly fee for the account, or is it way based on the amount in the account? I think they charge a monthly fee, but it's so small I don't even see it on my bank statement if I were to look at my bank statement. But that's pretty much Acorns, and then you use the Atom Finance to see what Acorns is actually putting your money in, which makes it better. Another stock I want to talk about, another stock that I really don't use on the phone, more on the computer, is Seeking Alpha. I love Seeking Alpha. It's one of the better stocks. Let's see if I can find it right here. And the reason I love Seeking Alpha, is because you can link all your brokerages on it. You can follow the stocks, and whenever somebody writes an article, you get a notification about it. Since I own dividend stocks, if the dividends gets cut, I get a notification. If the dividend goes ex dividend, meaning they're going to pay a dividend for all the shareholders who hold the stock on this day. And then I know I'll be in line to get dividends. Water Sniper says, I see Cash App is offering some stocks with all sorts of businesses. What's that about? I don't use Cash App to buy stocks or crypto, because it's just easier to use these other apps that I use. Not to say that Cash App isn't good. I just don't use it because Robinhood is so user friendly. Voyager is so user friendly. I don't use it that much. So you can see right here, if they would actually put the whole earnings call up here. So they basically announce earnings and they'll put the whole transcript, so I don't have to go online to try and find the earnings call, so I can listen to the earnings call. So the earnings call is basically when the board of directors and the CEO. See, the Village Archivist says, GMT, look up an NFT project called Art Wars on Drop Space. Its artistic renditions of the Star Wars Stormtroopers helmets is growing in popularity. Okay, I will look into it. Art Wars on Drop Space. I will definitely look into that. But the thing I like about Seeking Alpha, not only do you get the articles, not only do you get specific information as to earning reports, not only can you read the 10Ks, the 10Qs, the financial statements, you can read the balance sheets, all that on Seeking Alpha. The best thing I like is the comment section, because you won't find not one Negro in the comment section. Let me slide down real quick. to the comment section right here. So when you slide down to the comment section, this is why I love the comment section, because after you read the 10K, the reports, the earning calls, sometimes it's real hard to decipher what's really going on and have an opinion. But you got some people who are actually invested in the company in the comment section, and they bounce ideas off each other and they talk about the stock. So the comment section is a good place to go to get some information. So that's why I like Seeking Alpha, because you can read up on all of the stocks that you have and get more information. Like I said, all the financial statements is there. So I really like Seeking Alpha. Let me get back to my phone now. We gotta talk about crypto. We gotta talk about crypto because if I slide up to the top, Fly and Shy said cryptos are much more profitable. It might jump by 400% in one day, and it does make good money and still do. We gotta talk about crypto. We gotta talk about my favorite app. It recently passed Robinhood. Oh, I'll be back. I need to get something to drink. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. You guys still there? The good information? We gotta talk about my favorite app, Voyager. The link is in the description. You need to use Voyager to buy your crypto. They also have stock, which you saw in my portfolio on the Fidelity. But we gotta go check out. We gotta check out Voyager right now because I just love the Voyager app. It's so easy to use. I can see the percent holdings of the cryptos that I own from biggest to smallest. If I click on the value, it'll list them in equity. Somehow Shiba Inu is my biggest holding, and I'm up like 446%. So I basically put in about $300-$400, and it's almost at $2,000. So Shiba Inu's doing big things. What else? The dot. I almost doubled my money on Polkadot. The Voyager token, which I'll break down the Voyager token later. Then I got some Ethereum, I got some Bitcoin, some ADA, some Dodge, Stellar, EOS, BitTorrent, and Digibyte. The Village Arsonist says Voyager is okay, but I like Voyager. And then you can see all of the cryptos that they own, or that you can buy from the exchange. I want to say they pretty much have all of the big targets. There isn't a crypto that's not on Voyager that I want. So it pretty much has everything. But we gotta talk about the Voyager loyalty program and making interest off your crypto. Let me see. So if we go here to the loyalty program, let's see. I'm gonna view the tiers. So if you look at the tiers, so if you own 500 of the Voyager token, you would get 7% on that crypto, a 0.5 earnings rewards boost, and that's on all cryptos that you get interest on if you refer a friend. So if you guys would hit the link that I have in the description and download the Voyager app and actually fund an account, I would get a $30 referral bonus, and you get 1% crypto back rewards. So we slide down over. Let me see. Let's get to the earn rewards. Or where is it? Is that what I want? That's exactly what I want. So it shows you how much percent you could get interest on your crypto and how much you need to have to start earning interest. So if you have 100 Cardano, you get 5%. If you own 1% of a Bitcoin, you get 5.75%. If you have 1,000 Dogecoins, you get 2%. If you have 20 DOT, If you have 20 dots, you will get 12% on dot. That's why dot is my second biggest crypto holding, because I wanted that 12%. Shiba Inu, you get 2%. If you own 15 million, I have 42 million Shiba Inus. And of course, if you have 25 Voyager tokens, you get the 7%. If you get the 500, you get the extra 0.5% bonus. So I'm going to show you how that works. So you slide over here. Let's see, slide, slide, slide. And you get your rewards. So during the time I owned Shiba Inu, I got 133,000 Shiba Inu coins just by having, 15 million. I get half of a dot coin. So basically every month I get basically 23% of Polkadot. So imagine when you buy crypto, you get, let's say, one dot coin, which is about $40. So say if you have enough Polkadot to where if you get interest on it every month, you get one dot. Right now, Polkadot is worth $40. Imagine if Polkadot 5 years from now is now worth $125. So that means for every month you're getting at least one Polkadot, so you're getting $125 plus that interest is going to compound because you're getting more and more Polkadot. So instead of getting one full Polkadot, let's say you're getting 1.5 Polkadot now. Imagine if you keep buying more Polkadot as well. So now you're getting one, then you're at 1.5, then you're getting 2 Polkadots every month. What happens if Polkadot gets to $400? Now every month you're getting $800, you're getting $1,000 is some change, because now that interest is starting to compound, and that's how you make money. Now my man Always Ready 24/7 says, man, don't show your back. See, I wish when I was growing up, somebody sat me down and showed me how to buy stocks, how to buy crypto dividends, and gave me the game. Because if they would have did that when I was a younger age, I would have went out and done it. See, another app I'm going to talk about later. But just imagine if you have people show what they had, what they were doing, how it works, and broke it down step by step, how to download the app, how to buy the app, how to do everything. I think more people in the community will be more involved with stocks, more involved with crypto, if people show them step by step how they done, and then more importantly the benefits of buying stocks in crypto, and how people got rich off buying stocks in crypto. For instance, when we look at Shiba Inu right here, right now the equity is under $2,000, but the profit is almost $600. So basically, if somebody could say, hey man, if you put $400 in this, 3 months, 4 months later, you would have 5x your money. More people would say, you know what? If he could do it, why can't I do it? If he could teach me the fundamentals and everything that goes into crypto investing and stock investing, more people would do it. So I don't mind showing people how much I got, because to be honest, there's more people out there who have more than $9,700 in a crypto brokerage. So I'm not flexing nobody, because there's people who have 100,000, there's people who's got 50,000, there's people that's got 25,000. But if I could inspire somebody who has zero to have $1,000, maybe they will take that 1,000, turn it into 5. Maybe they take that 5,000 and turn it into $1 million. But it only starts if you share what you're doing with other people, because you may be able to inspire somebody. And that's what I want to do with this stream, but more in particular with my Grandmaster Troll Money's channel, which is down in the description. So once I get 100 people over there. I'm gonna start doing live streams over there. So right now we're at around 92 subscribers. So once I get more subscribers over there, I'll probably start going live and start doing content specifically for finance over there. So that's pretty much it. So you basically, just by holding the minimum requirement, you get interest. Let's see, Imperfect 24/7 says, I appreciate this building wealth stream. Thank you. You're welcome. I hope you enjoy it, but more importantly, I hope that you act on what's being taught or what's being shared, and it benefits your life. That's what I really want for the stream right here. So that's basically that one. Another app I use for crypto, I use Coinbase, but not much. But I guess I do Coinbase because Coinbase is probably the most popular one. Coinbase is the most popular one. I could show what some people are doing on Coinbase real quick. We see Out Ordinary says, I'll be a millionaire next year. And that's good. That's good. Keep on investing. Have a plan. So I got I got $22. Nothing big on the Coinbase. So the only reason I like Coinbase, and the only reason it's still on my phone. Let's see if I could find it. And let's see if they even still have it. So Coinbase they actually have a feature where you would watch a tutorial. About a specific crypto, and then they basically give you a brief synopsis of what it is, what it does. And then they would ask you questions, and if you got the questions right, you would actually get free crypto. I'm not sure if they're still doing that right now. It doesn't look like they're doing it because I don't see that option. So that's basically how I got all of that right there. So when I had Stellar Lemons, it was like $4 worth of Stellar Lemons, and it 3x'd already. So maybe they still have it. They got a little watch list. Maybe if I click learn and earn. Okay, here we go. It says I got 53%. So there we go. So basically, what is bounce? You can earn $1. You click on it. Let's see. Let me go ahead and start a lesson real quick. So you guys could get a better understanding of the free crypto you can get. So you basically take a quiz. We're going to go ahead and take a quiz right now. Oh, I got to go back because I didn't read. So it says right here, Bounce is a decentralized auction protocol that allows users to buy and sell cryptocurrency. You take the quiz. It's a decentralized. You click submit. And you earn $1. You see how easy it is to get free money? You see, you click next lesson. Let me see. I think I want some more free money. It says auction is Bounce native token. It supports incentives on the protocol and provides benefits and governs rights for holders. Take quiz. Select the answer to earn, create, or participate in auctions. I believe is not play games, is not read news, is not buy food. So we're going to click on that. We're going to click submit. And we got another $1 of auction. Like my man, the Village Arsonist says, the quiz is easy. Purple Drink says, thanks GMT. Pretty soon we'll have so much money it will make Angry Man throw up. We have Gorilla King. He says, what do you think about crypto.com? I'll do crypto.com in a second. Because I have that on my phone, but I don't use it no more. In 2021, Bounce Finance processed over 700 ETH in auction activities between users, developers, and digital assets. Take quiz. Where can you use the Bounce app? I guess we'll go back because it didn't tell us. On the D app, okay. I guess we'll go ahead and guess what the app Bounce, what Hello Bounce Finance. I think it's this one or it's one of these two right here. I'm gonna say that one. And I got $1 just off of a guess. Just off of a guess. So just like that, I made $3 in a cryptocurrency. I go to my assets. It was at 22 and some change earlier. Now I'm at 25.76. Now I'm at 25.76 and I can earn 22 more dollars by taking more quizzes. So somebody asked about you can trade crypto in a self-directed Roth IRA tax-free. Now that's some game for you. You gotta tell me how I can trade crypto in a self-directed Roth IRA. I would love to hear how to do that. But somebody asked me about crypto.com. I have crypto.com. The reason I have crypto.com because I was looking to buy Shiba like 6 months ago. I was on the Shiba website and it was too difficult to buy Shiba Inu. But I did research and I found out it was available on crypto.com. I don't use crypto.com anymore because the fees to get the basically if you wanted to cash out it costs too much. So when I transferred my Shiba from crypto.com onto Voyager, because one, Voyager had listed Shiba Inu and then they were going to pay 2% interest on Shiba Inu, I went to use that. Let's see, Water Sniper says many people do not know the first thing to do. Example, do you find the official stock market website and sign up with the email address and your bank account? Literally, what do you do first? I guess I'll break that down. Let me put in my password real quick. Alright, so I'm in crypto.com. It was okay. It was hard to use because you really can't track past transactions on it. It just wasn't a real good app. But if I were to use crypto.com, it would be to buy the crypto.com coin. For whatever reason, coins of brokerages do pretty good. Gorilla King says, I agree, $100 to cash out. Yeah, when I transferred my Shiba, I lost about 30 to 40% of the Shiba coins just in the transfer. Hold on, let me turn this back on real quick. Let me turn this back on real quick. Move you over here. Home screen properties. Okay, there we go. So I really didn't like crypto.com because of the fees and everything. They were too high. Another app I use for crypto is the Atomic Wallet. And I use the Atomic Wallet to buy one specific crypto only, and that's Ripple. So on Coinbase and Voyager, Binance, since we're in America, and Ripple or XRP is having that that lawsuit with the SEC that's taking forever to get settled and forever to get finished with. Let me see. Don't want y'all to see my password. Since it's taking forever for that lawsuit to get settled with XRP, that coin is not tradable on those exchanges. So you got to go to a different exchange to get that. So on this one, what do I own? Hold on. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. So I knew I had the XRP. I knew I had the one XLM. But now it's showing that I own 5 AWCs. I have no idea what an AWC is. Okay, the Atomic Wallet token. Okay. So somehow I guess I got some interest on AWC. And I've only been using this app for about a month and a half. And we got $7 already, so that's just the power of crypto. You just walk into money. But I use Atomic Wallet to buy XRP. The last time I bought XLM, I want to say it was about, I deposited $120 and I got hit with like a $20 fee or something crazy like that. No, I bought 126 and it came out to about $100 basically, and I used that to buy XLM. Then I traded the XLM and exchanged it for the XRP. And somehow I made some interest on the Atomic Wallet coin. So since I own the Atomic Wallet coin, now I gotta research that coin and see what that does to see if I want to buy more of that or not. But that's the Atomic Wallet. Then another exchange I use is KuCoin. I got Tailcoin on KuCoin. I really don't use KuCoin that much because Tailcoin, I just bought it and I only bought it twice, and it just sits there and does what it does. And I put the transaction onto the Delta app, and that's how I track my Tailcoin. But KuCoin, the thing with these, I guess, second-hand exchanges is they're hard to use, but they have more altcoins that aren't available on brokerages like Coinbase and Voyager. So if there's like a rare obscure coin that you're looking for that's not on these exchanges, then you go to your Atomic Wallets, you go to your KuCoins, you go to your crypto.coms, and you're hoping that those or your pancake swaps or your whatever swaps, and you're looking for those real obscure coins that you think may explode. I try to own coins that are in the top 100 or are brokerage coins or exchange coins. So KuCoin, there is a KuCoin. I'm interested in that coin. Just haven't bought it yet. Just haven't had all the money for it yet. But that's pretty much it. Then I just downloaded BlockFi. I plan to transfer my Ethereum from Voyager onto BlockFi, and the reason is I want to get interest on my Ethereum, and on the Voyager app you gotta own 50% of an Ethereum. I think I'm around 30%, but as the price goes up, it costs more money to get that last 20%. But I could just move it onto Ethereum, pay whatever the transfer fee is, and now I'm earning interest on my Ethereum. Haven't done it yet, but that's the basis of it right now. Just haven't done it yet. So that's BlockFi. Haven't used BlockFi. And then another exchange is Binance. I haven't used Binance. I made an account for Binance, but I don't really plan on buying any crypto on Binance because all the crypto that I'm interested in is either on Voyager or it's on Coinbase. So I haven't used Binance. The Binance coin is at 482, which is crazy considering what Binance coin was at 5 years ago. So people, if you bought Binance coin, you a long time ago, you're sitting pretty good right now. Let's see, what else do I use? I use the coin market cap. I just downloaded this app, but I use the website version. That's how I track the growth of certain coins. Let's see if it'll let me log in. Okay, do I want to log in here? Why not? Why not? Why not? I guess I'll log in here. Surprised it didn't usually remembers my password. Okay. Now that we're logged in, so it just basically ranks all of the cryptos by market cap. Shiba is blowing up 18% today. Almost gotta go check the Voyager app and see where we're at. But it basically ranks. You can see Shiba, it's 2 spots away from Dogecoin. It's supposed to be the Dogecoin killer, the Dogecoin killer, however you call it. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's gotta double up one more time. You can see the market cap for Shiba Inu is 18 mil. The market cap for Dogecoin is 35 mil. So that's a double up in market cap for it to catch Dogecoin. But it basically just ranks all the different cryptos. I guess we'll use Shiba Inu since it's blowing up. Water Sniper says, so the more money you invest, the more money you get back. Like you put in 50 instead of 5. If you're talking about the sign up for BlockFi, yes, that's correct. The more you put in, the more you get back. That's why the link is in the description. So we can make some of this crypto money together. But none of y'all Negroes have signed up yet. So it tells you what is Shiba Inu. Then it gives you a 30-day chart, a 90-day chart. So I basically bought in at around that mark. Let's me back it up some more. Oh, somebody's at my door.
Here, I have some cake for you.
Oh, thank you.
Birthday cake, thank you.
Got some birthday cake. But you get like a small little chart. Let's see. Water Sniper says, when can you collect your money, or when is the best time? Then you can go back and repeat the cycle. It's very, very, very hard to time the market. So you basically gotta watch it. You'll be able to find a pattern to it, but it's hard to find the pattern. Like right now, I actually thought about selling Shiba and waiting for a dip, but it just keeps going up and up and up. But if you follow the chart, let's see. I'll use VGX for an example, since VGX is my biggest holding on a dollar basis. And we'll look at the chart. So if we look at the 1 month chart, so you can see it likes to go up and down, up to 260, then come back down to the 220s. It went up to 290 right here, came back down into the 220s and back up. So when they got to 258, you could say, I think it's going to go back down to the 220s. Then it gets back down to the 220s, and that's when you buy. But it's hard to catch it because you really can't predict what's going to happen next. We got Out of the Ordinary says, well, you guys have fun over here. I'll check in every few streams. Okay, so it looks like the educational getting money wasn't his cup of tea, so he's gonna look at some other streams. But it's pretty much hard to really time crypto. I mean, some people are better at it than others, but it's pretty much a gamble because you could think you're at the top, You can sell. The next thing you know, it explodes and goes all the way to the top. And next thing you sitting there saying I shouldn't have sold, or it's at the bottom, you buy more and it drops some more. And now you're saying, oh, I bought something and it dropped some more. So it's really hard to time the market. That's why time in the market is better than timing the market. So that's basically all the apps. Now we gotta talk about how do you buy some of these apps. Okay, I'm gonna break down how you buy since we got a little bit of money today. We got a little bit. We got one check that came in yesterday, so we got a little bit of money to spend. So how I do my investment strategies? I take 10% of my income, I put it in crypto. 10% of my income goes to stocks. $5 a day goes to M1 Finance, and then another $5 a day goes to whatever stock also goes to the stock fund. So we're gonna buy some crypto since we got paid. I'm gonna go ahead and fund this account real quick. So when you use this app, it's very simple. Transfer cash or crypto. You can deposit into Voyager, withdraw from Voyager, or if you want to receive and send crypto, it's right there. But we're going to click on deposit into Voyager. We're going to put a small $35. We're going to go ahead and click the confirm button. There we go. Then we go back. See, we go to our history, our transaction history right here. We look at our transfers. We can see it's processing. We got other deposits right here. We got rewards right here. So you see all of the deposits and the rewards, and then you got all of the orders right here. All of the crypto that bought. You can see it doesn't take a lot of money to build up your crypto portfolio. You can see $10 in Sheet right there, $25 in Sheet right there, $40 here, $35 in Digibyte, $35 in BitTorrent, $38 into Ethereum, $44, $32. It's all, you got the dates right there. So over time, just $10, $25. Then when I get a big check right here, I can drop 80 into it right there. But you can see it's just 10, 10, 25, 34, 20, 20. So it doesn't take a lot of money to grow your portfolio. You just got to be consistent with your deposits. You want to have a consistent schedule. So every Monday, my money hits the M1 Finance. Unless Monday is a holiday, then it gets pushed to a Tuesday. And then when Tuesday comes, payday comes, we could deposit into our brokerage. So right now I got $34. I've been thinking all night what I wanted to buy. It was either going to be VGX or Cardano. I remember when Cardano, my value, it was at like $9.98. But then VGX has fallen down to the 219, so it's kind of hard. I'm down 13%. What I like to do is look at the bottom and see what positions I'm losing the most at. And right now it's VGX. But whenever I invest in Cardano, Bitcoin and Ethereum, they all have pretty much the same amount of money inside of it. But the profit is different. So if I put $10 into Cardano, that means I gotta put 10 into Bitcoin, 10 into Ethereum. I don't quite want to put money into Ethereum and Bitcoin because it's close to the all-time high. But if I would do 34 divided by 3, and that would be what, 11? Let me do 34 divided by 3. So I could put $11.33 into Cardano, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, or I could put 34 into the VGX token. It's kind of a hard decision. Water Sniper says many black folk are scared to take the money risk, especially money they can't physically touch nor see in their bank accounts. I guess you could say that. I think what should I do? It's been a long time since I bought Dogecoin, but it just went up. I don't want to do Digibyte or BitTorrent because I just put some money in there, and it's gonna be a long time for those to pop. And if it does pop, I got 2,000. I got 53,000 if it does. So it's looking like VGX. So when you go to VGX and you click buy, you could do a market buy. So right now, if I buy it at the market, see, I put my 34. It'll give me 15 VGS tokens. But if you look at the price up top, it's 225. But if you go back and look at the current price of VGX, the current price is 219. So there's like a 6 cents difference. I guess that's how Voyager makes your money. You get that small little fee. It's not much, but it does count. So if I didn't want to pay that fee, I would put my limit price, since I know it's at 220 right now. I would put 220, then put how much money I have, and that would give me 15.5, and I'll hit slide to buy, and I would have to wait for that transaction to get improved. Now the problem with doing a limit buy is if the price of VGX goes up, I won't get that price. So if it shoots up to $2.50, or if it shoots up to $8, then I basically did a whole transaction that didn't go through. Then you miss out. So it depends on if you want to do a market buy or a limit buy. So we're going to go back. We're going to look at VGX, and we're going to look at the price it's at now, and we're going to look at our average cost. So we're at 252. So buying it at 225 or 224 is not that bad. But I guess for this purpose, we'll go ahead and do a limit buy. See if we could save a little money, because I do feel like Mr. Scrooge right now. So we're going to put that at 220. We got 34, and we're going to go ahead and slide it. My limit order has been submitted at 220. Right now it's at 219, but the price may have to drop. We can see the bottom is kind of close to 220, unless it's right here where it really went down. But we'll go here. We'll look at our transaction history, and we can see we have a limit buy that's open. And once it goes through, the status will be closed. So that's our $34. Let's see. Imperfect says, GMT, your PayPal info is not working. Can you verify? It should be working. That's the correct PayPal. If that's the correct PayPal, considering that the last time I went live, somebody gave me some money on PayPal. It should be working. Admin is the brand says, don't sell, just keep it in and try not to look at it often. I look at my brokerages very often every day, because you never know. You be at work, you go through a whole day, next thing you know, a crypto has shot up 200%. Then of that 2%, it crashes 125%, and you realize you missed all of that gains because you're not keeping track with your crypto. So who knows? Shiba Inu, which I own 42 million, it might pop up to a tenth of a penny and then crash. If I don't look at it, there's a good chance I miss all that profit. But that's why you have notifications on your phone. So if it goes up, your phone will send you a text like you just saw. Hey, Amazon is up 3%, Shiba is up 10%, Shiba is down 15%. Because last thing you want to do is put $100 into a cryptocurrency and then it drops over a week period 90%. And if you would have got notifications that it was dropping, you could have sold, or you could have bought more, or you could have played the markets differently depending on what's happened. So for me, I always check my brokerages, so I'm always in tune what I have. And the more you check, you'll be better able to time the market, basically. So that's why I always check my brokerages at least 20 times a day. I check Voyager. Now with stocks it's different because they're not as volatile as cryptocurrencies, so they're not going to fall that much. But when it comes to crypto, you want to check that because it could go up 45% in a day. I mean, if we go look at Shiba right now, Shiba over the last month is up 550%. Imagine not checking your brokerages for, and that's really like on like half the month. So from October 3rd is when was right before it started to come. So imagine October 3rd to October 26th, you didn't check your Shiba Inu and it goes up 500%. And then let's say on the 29th, so between the 26th and the 29th, it goes down 400%. You're going to go and look, you're going to see that you're up 100%, but you're going to realize, wait, it went up 500%. If I would have sold at the top and then bought back in at the bottom. So you just don't want to miss that opportunity is what I'm trying to say. So that's Shiba right there. Any other apps I'm gonna talk about? Oh, I still gotta buy my stocks today. So I'm looking at Robinhood. I have a pretty good idea of the stock I'm going to buy. I have a good idea of the stock I'm going to buy. Okay, I guess I'll use this camera right here. I done plugged it up for a reason. So we got Robinhood. Now I'm not going to buy any stocks on Robinhood, but if I would, it'll of course be the stock that I'm down the most. That's my biggest position, which is Tattoo Chef. But I'm guessing I'll have another year to add to this position. I think this stock is pretty much, we look at the 5-year chart. This right here doesn't count. It got as high as what? 24, and it's pretty much been going up and down, up and down. So I think that trend is going to continue. So I'm not in a major hurry to add to that position. I'm not in a major hurry to add to Cloud, the Global X position, because it's an ETF, so it's going to grow real slowly over the years. So I'm not in a position. And then the dividend stocks, they pretty much stay at around the same price. Even though my favorite dividend stock, the AM, is up 19% and Kim is up 20%. I don't want to add that high. I want those to drop a little bit. So I'm not going to add to none of those stocks. So we're going to go to the Fidelity. We got to go to the Fidelity brokerage real quick, because that's going to be the one where we're going to buy some stocks from. And those are where our decisions are going to be. Water Sniper says, so if you get a notification that Tesla stock went up, you can go and invest like 100, then your 100 turns into 1,000, then it gets higher the longer you leave it. It doesn't work like that. So if you have $100, you have to actually buy the shares of the company. Then when you buy the shares of the company, if it goes up, then you get the notification that Tesla went up and the money that you put in goes up. But if you don't buy shares of the company and you see that the stock shot up 100%, when you put money in, you're buying it at the current price. So the current price will be where the stock is currently at. So if it goes up 100%, you're buying at that high price. Let's see, we're going to add to a couple of these positions right here in this. Okay. We want to go back to the home page. We want to go to the home page. We want to go to the home page. We want to go to positions, because I am getting worked over on these positions right here. Let me close that. I don't need it right now. Close that. Okay, so these are the 3 stocks that we have over here, and we're down 44% in Avant Brands. We're down 30% in Planet 13. We're down 32% in Voyager. So we're gonna look at these 3 stocks right here. We're gonna break down where I'm gonna buy, even though I think I already know what I want to do. So we're gonna look at the Voyager, because that's what I'm looking for. We're gonna go over to Seeking Alpha, and we're gonna look at the Voyager digital stock and where it's at and what I'm thinking about buying, because we have about $70 to spend. Gabe says no, we got about $70 to spend. So Voyager, before the Dogecoin hype, before Bitcoin first hit 60,000, before they had that Sunday or that Saturday Night Live skit, this Voyager stock was a penny stock. It was at 87 cents. Then Bitcoin went wild. Voyager opened up their platform. They started gaining more and more customers. More people were funding accounts, and it shot up the valuation of this company. And at the all-time high in April, it got as high as $29. So I saw some videos on YouTube by my guy who I will share. I saw some interviews by the CEO of the company, and I was really intrigued about the company, and I wanted to buy it, but I didn't know if $29 was a fair price to buy it. So I waited, and as I waited, we're going to click on it right here. We're actually going to see where I bought it at. So I made a bunch of purchases on this stock. So I bought it. So that was in April. It was at its all-time high. It dropped from 29 to 17. And I bought 11 shares. Then it dropped to 16. I bought 12 more. Then I thought 16 was a good number for us. So I bought heavy. I bought 50 shares. I bought $800. Then during the month from June 18th to July 16th, it went from 16 to 11. So I bought 16 more, thinking it was at a good price, and then it went up to 14. And I thought the stock price, because Bitcoin was doing good at that time, even though it was like a mini bear market or a consolidation period. So I bought some more at 14. And then September came, it got to the 13s. I bought 8 more, and then In September again, it went from 13s to 11, and I thought $10 was gonna be the lowest, so it got to 11.99. I bought more. Then it was at 11.06. I bought more. Then it dropped to 10.38. I bought more. Then it dropped below $10, and I got excited, and I bought 27 more shares. So I'm just really trying to bring in my cost basis down. It was up at around 16 and 15. Now it's at 13.73. At first, I just wanted 100 shares, and I wanted to build up other positions. But when it dropped 30%, I had to buy more, Gabe. I had to buy more, Gabe. And then Planet 13, which is another stock I'm planning to buy, that I'm down 30% on. I bought it at 6. I went heavy. I bought 43 at 671. Then as it dropped, 609, 582, 531, 506. Now into the 4s. Where is it now? Now it's into the 3s. It's into the 3s. So I'm looking to buy either Voyager or Planet 13. I'm leaning towards Voyager. I would buy Avant Brands, but one thing I hate about penny stocks on the Fidelity app is when you make a deposit, if it's a penny stock, you have to wait for the transaction to actually finish, and it takes about 2 to 3 business days, depending on whatever the bank feels. So Avant Brands could be at, because there's been times when it was higher. I guess I'll click on my purchase lots for Avant Brands. I bought it at 67 and just tumbled down from the high 60s to the low 60s into the 50s. I kept buying. I don't know how I bought it at 92. It had to be a glitch right there. Something happened with a glitch, but it was in the 40s, and I bought some in the 40s, and I bought a little bit more in the 37s. I got 1,600 shares. I think over the next 10 years, this will be a good company because I'm thinking long term. I'm thinking long term. Water Sniper says, so if there is a computer stock, the more people buy shares invest in that computer stock, the higher that stock goes. But it still depends if that computer stock is selling like hotcakes. Yes, the more people who buy the stock, if there's more buyers and sellers, the stock price will go up. So it's really between Planet 13 and Voyager Digital. I really haven't made my mind yet of what I want to buy. I put over $2,000 into Voyager Digital. I'm riding Voyager Digital. I believe Voyager Digital could be $100 billion company as the world makes a change or transfers and gets more involved in the crypto. We see all the institutions getting involved with crypto. So I really believe Voyager Digital is going to be a game-changing company. Then Planet 13, they have 2 stores open, one in Vegas, one in Orange County. They're talking about opening one in Chicago and possibly Florida. But that's going to take a while. So I think I have time for Planet 13, but I'm thinking about Voyager Digital. So I gotta do my math. We gotta do 34. That's what 30. That's $70. So we got $70 to play with. So we go to transfers. We go to transfer. We're gonna move from that one to that one. We're gonna do a good 70. A good 70. Request is submitted. Okay, so we got our 70 to play with. Like I said, it doesn't take that much money to build your positions. Like every payday, if you're consistent with it, your portfolio will grow. Water Sniper says that's some serious risk to take. I see why those people off themselves when they found out they lost all their stock. Lost all their stock for whatever reason. I guess you could say it. Now we got our $70. Let's see if they let me buy Planet 13 because it fell a little bit. If it becomes a so-called penny stock, let's see, do I want to buy Planet 13? Let's see. Click action, buy, order type, market, quantity. Let's see, we got 70.36 in there, it looks like. How much would that get me? Okay, so that'll get me 18 shares. That'll bring me to 178. We're looking at 2. We're looking at 2. Voyager, 9. What's that? 9 divided by 7. Well, how much would 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63. That'll give me 7 shares. Okay, which one's down more? Which one is down more? Okay, we're down more in Voyager. Voyager is down 3% on the day. We're gonna go ahead and invest. We're gonna buy. We're gonna buy the dip. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to buy the dip. You're supposed to buy the dip. We're gonna buy the dip. That'll give me 7 at 64. Okay. Limit order, I like that. Limit order. We're gonna place the order. We're gonna check the phone, see if we get the notification for it. That limit order went through. Okay, it's pending, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. So War Sniper says, so you literally have to be investing for years upon years. Yes. So that's how most rich people get their money. So most people don't make over $100,000, but there's a lot of millionaires who don't make $100,000, but they're millionaires. The reason they do that because you may get. Oh, let me see if I can make this bigger real quick. You may get 1 year to build a position in a company. You may get 2 years to build a position in a company. You may get 6 months to build a position in a company before the stock price goes up. But more than likely, you get months, years to build your position. The more shares you get, the more you accumulate. When that stock goes up, since you have more shares, your profits are going to be bigger. So you don't have to buy 100 shares of a company. You could buy 8 here, 12 here, 15 here, 3 here, 5 here. But over time, if you do it consistently over and over and over, your portfolio is going to get bigger. I mean, you guys just saw what I did. I just took, I was what, in April when I did my last stock video? February maybe, January maybe. So we're talking 9 months later. We're almost at 20,000. So you just got to be consistent. Have a plan. Stick to that plan. Automate or self-automate, like you see every Monday morning, Tuesday morning. I'm buying stocks. I get paid 20% of my income plus $70 goes to stocks. I take my butt to work. Keep the cash flow going. Keep the cash flow going for the week. Pay bills. Do that. Take care of this. And then next Monday or Tuesday we get paid. We're gonna do the same thing. So it's just pretty much over and over and over again. But that's just some of the apps that I use. Now picking a stock is hard. So right now we went through. I got 7 shares filled. Hold on, I guess I could use the app to show it. I could use the app to show it real quick. Give me 1 second to bring up the app. I gotta turn this on real quick. Go here. We're waiting for the app to come up. There we go. I just gotta bring it up onto OBS. Close that. So you see it right there. I get the notification. Order to buy VYGF. 7 shares filled at 9:15. Now we go back to the Fidelity because we put in 7. I believe that was around $63. We may have enough money to buy 1 or 2 shares of Planet 13. Let's see what happens here. We're gonna click buy. We have 631, so that may give us one share. We're going to do a market order. We're going to see if it goes through. We're going to place the order. And the order is received. And we just bought 1 share. So we bought 7 shares of Voyager and 1 share Planet 13. Then we go look at our positions. We see we have 166, so I'm 34 shares away from my goal before I could actually go focus on other stocks. As long as I'm down 30% or more on Voyager, which I am now, I'm gonna fill out this position all the way to 200. And it'll probably be the same thing with Planet 13. There we're gonna focus building up the dividend stocks. We're gonna fill those out. We got Kevin Kelly in the building. He says, "What up, GMT? Salute to Kevin Kelly. We just buying stocks, man." That's pretty much about it. But I'm getting ready to shut this one down. We got a lot of people who came through and showed some love, so I'm gonna be at it again tomorrow. I'm gonna be at it again tomorrow morning. We're gonna talk about a different topic in regards to stocks in cryptocurrencies. But that's pretty much how it works right there. See if there's any other apps I want to go over. Any other apps? Okay, the Hungry Bull. So you just want to be around the information. You want to be around the knowledge. So the Hungry Bull app is just an app for stocks. So there's different articles on stocks, politics. What else? You could create your own watch list right here. You can see those are 3 stocks that I own. Probably my biggest positions on the watch list right there. Do I got any crypto? No crypto. Do I want to add crypto? Let's add some crypto. There's Shiba Inu on here. Can I watch Shiba? They don't have it on there yet. Okay, Bitcoin. Gonna add Bitcoin to the watch list. looking for polka dot. It won't show me polka dot. I guess that's it right there. And I guess Ethereum. You add that to the watch list. There's the VGX token on the watch list. Can I watch that? No, they don't have that. So it looks like they don't have the obscure cryptos right there. We'll see. Says if you guys need some stocks, hit me up. Okay. You got anything interesting out there on the landscape? I gotta say this: I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just advising y'all Negroes to make more money. That's all. That's all I'm advising. So with that said, I think I'm getting ready to shut this one down and get ready to go to work. We'll be back on later tonight with some fuckery. We got some good fuckery later on tonight. Real good fuckery later on tonight, but that's pretty much it right there. I'm looking if there's any more apps, anything else I want to say. So yeah, if you're looking to get into stocks, make a watch list first. Learn the company, study the company, look at the company's balance sheet, look at the 10Ks, 10Qs financial report, listen to the earnings call. It is earnings week right now, so there's a lot of companies announcing earnings this week. You want to listen to the earnings call and read the transcript, so you want to do it over and over so you can comprehend what's being said in these business meetings in regards to certain companies. Maybe tomorrow I'll play a earnings report of a company that I'm invested in. Probably do that tomorrow. After you do that, then you want to pick a fair valuation. What's a stock price do you think is a fair? Because you don't want to buy a stock at an overpriced position. Imagine buying Bitcoin when it was at $66,000. You bought Bitcoin at the very, very top. You're going to lose money. But if you wait for a fair valuation, you wait for the price to drop. Now you buy it at a fair valuation. If it goes up, you got profit. If it goes down, you buy some more and you lower your dollar cost average down. I just showed you but the 3 stocks that I bought. I bought it at a higher price, but over the months I dollar cost average down. So when the price goes up, it doesn't have to go up that much for it to break even. We got Waller Sniper. He says, my last question with the up finger. He says, LOL. Okay, we got Jay Sean says, please tell me that White Man Sinji takeout video is fake. Okay, I'm gonna have to go look that up. I got another notification via Twitter. It says Shiba Inu just passed the $18 billion mark on market cap. So Shiba, which I already saw, it's over $18 billion. So if people is out there making money on Shiba Inu, Solo TV 84, he tried to tell y'all about Shiba Inu. Since he first told you guys to put money into Shiba Inu went up 550%. Jay Sean says hilarious. He says white folks out here lying on the Iron Bang. Yeah, I guess I gotta watch O'Shea's video because I did see that thumbnail. I haven't watched that yet. But y'all know who it is. It's your boy GNT. You need to get you some cryptocurrencies. $300, $400 could turn into a fortune. As you just saw, I put $400 into Shiba Inu, made $1,600 within 3 to 5 months. That's pretty much all I got. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, the Grandmaster Troll. Peace.